All right, joining me now on the phone line, N. Chandrasekharan, chairperson with Air India, is joining us. Sir, your first thoughts about the incident that you've heard and how exactly is the Air India ensuring to cooperate with all the authorities, sir?
It is very devastating, the most horrific accident. So we are extremely sad, and our thoughts are with the families and all the people affected. And we have set up an emergency response team. Our immediate priority is to help the families from this situation. And parallelly, we are in touch with the regulators to ensure that we provide all the information and work with them. I'm in fact getting into a flight to go to Ahmedabad at this point. And we are assessing all the information. As we get, we will relay all the information to you.
So what is the confirmed information that you can bring to us? Because I believe there were foreign nationals.
I can't give you the confirmed information in terms of the cause of the crash. I am equally anxious and waiting for that. But at this point in time, our priority is to address the people issues immediately.
Sir, would you also be heading to, I'm sure your team would be heading to Ahmedabad right away. And what would be...
Yes, I am at the airport. I am getting into the aircraft shortly to go to Ahmedabad.
So how would you like to take this ahead? There have been incidents earlier as well. How will the Tata Sons, the Air India ensure that together there has to be a joint probe and to, of course, ensure at this juncture to be with the family members and to ensure that the passengers are safe and sound?
Yes, we will do everything in our power to support the families at this point in time, and definitely work with the authorities to a whole accident and things that have to be done. But at this point in time, immediate priority is to be with the people and see what needs to be done, and we will do everything we can in our power.
So as the experts are referring to the Boeing aircraft, do you think that also will be looked at in the days to come?
Give us some time and we will come back to you, okay?
All right, so one message for the family members whose loved ones are on the passenger list, and if you have confirmation about the former Chief Minister Vijay Rupani.
I don't have specific information on any passenger. All I would say today is, at this point in time, is that we are deeply saddened and devastated. And our hearts and prayers are with the families, and we are with them. We will do everything we can to support them at this juncture.
All right. N. Chandrasekharan, chairperson Tata Sons, speaking to India today. I understand that right now, remember, there would be a lot of caution in the statements that have come in, but expressing sorrow and also adding that the emergency response team has been deployed. He himself is likely heading to Ahmedabad. He'll be landing there in just a short while because, therefore, remember, right now there has to be complete supervision at the highest level, whether it's the Tata Sons, the Tata Group, or the Air India. Prime Minister's office is directly coordinating as well on this. Home Minister has spoken to the Chief Minister. We'll play out again in just a short while what Tata Sons chairperson N. Chandrasekharan, speaking to India today, has said. Of course, in many ways, thoughts and prayers with the passengers and their family members. Think of the families right now whose loved ones are on board this ill-fated aircraft. Everyone, of course, would want to know some clarity, and we'll put out only what is confirmed. One passenger confirmed, passenger number 12, former Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani. Also details that are coming in, 242 passengers in total. The flight was London bound. Details that are coming in. I also have a statement from the London Gatwick Airport. On social media site X they've put out, we can confirm that flight AI-171 that crashed on departure from Ahmedabad Airport was due to land at London Gatwick this evening, that is in the next few hours. So there were clearly foreign nationals on board as well. For now, right now, remember, as emergency response teams have been set up, N. Chandrasekharan, chairperson Tata Sons, has added that they have formed these emergency response teams. He himself is right now en route to Ahmedabad because they'll have to be on the ground to help ascertain what happened. What can possibly go wrong? This was not when a landing was set to happen. The flight hadn't even reached its maximum altitude. It had taken off, and then within 8 minutes, it announces a Mayday call. A technical failure? Did something hit the aircraft? All of this, remember, will be a theory. It will have to be investigated, for which teams will have to be rushed. Right outside the airport perimeter, the aftermath is for all of you to see. Look at that. The items on the ground, and not just from the aircraft explosion, but also a building that has been hit. What kind of a building was that? We'll try and get more clarity. Different theories are coming in on that. The casualty number is likely to rise, but of course there have been injured patients with burn injuries who have been rushed to the civil hospital in Ahmedabad. Emergency services are on highest alert. Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah constantly tracking the latest on that. Now, at this juncture, cause of the crash is not known. That is what Tata Sons chairperson, and of course right now heading to Ahmedabad, has told India Today that they would not like to guess about what exactly happened, but they'll investigate that further. A mayday call and then radio silence from the aircraft. A fate of 282 people, including passengers and pilots as well. This was the flight that took off from Ahmedabad, foreign nationals on board, ill-fated, London-bound, crashed in the perimeter of the airport. Horrific tragedy that has taken place. Statements consistently coming in. The priority for the rescue personnel right now will be to save as many passengers alive. We'll try and continue to get more details about who else was on board, the status of their health and safety. But again, questions will be raised about what exactly happened with regard to the crash, the explosion, and specifically minutes into the takeoff. More and more visuals are surfacing. This will be perhaps the most important video that you see on your screen. Aircraft hovers in the sky for about a few minutes and then is not even able to have an emergency landing. All of that will be investigated further. Thoughts and prayers with the passengers and their family members as well. At this juncture, the DGC has confirmed the identity of the passengers, pilots, senior seasoned pilots, of course. 10 cabin crew members were on board as well, with 240 passengers at least, including former Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani. As these visuals that we continue to bring to you on your screens, experts have been joining us. Our reporters are at the civil hospital. They're also at the crash site. And the gravity of the situation, ladies and gentlemen, is for all to see. The aftermath that shows what happened barely in those few seconds when the aircraft could not make an emergency landing as well. Crashed into a building, at least hit it in one way or another, and therefore, at this juncture, more and more details that continue to come in. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is also joining me. Nagarjun, what do you hear right now? Because we are told Tata Sons chairperson N. Chandrasekaran is en route to Ahmedabad right now. Emergency response teams on the ground. A lot of questions, of course, will come up to what happened. What is the current status with regard to ensuring more and more passengers will be rescued?
At this point of time, the NDRF team and the local authorities are fully into action there. What it looks like as of now, what we are picking up from our sources is that has Air India got any preliminary information as to what went wrong? Was there any technical malfunction, or if there was any human error? Did the ATC pick up anything? That's the preliminary information that the Aviation Ministry and Air India is trying to sort out. The officials in the Ministry of Civil Aviation Ministry have already got into a huddle. A control room has been created at this point of time. I've been talking to a few experts also, Pooja, at what it looks like and on the visuals that you have received. The flaps are down. On the wing, every time you fly, you would see something called a flap. When there's a takeoff, the flaps are completely down so that the aeroplane gets an extra lift. These are in flaps 15, flaps 10 or flaps 30 is what usually is. Pilots during the takeoff usually use flaps 30 full flaps so that they use the minimum runway to get the maximum thrust and maximum lift also. That's the procedure usually done, and the moment you're taken off, the flaps are completely retracted because the purpose of the flaps are done. But in the visual that we are using, if the air crash has just happened after the takeoff, just moments after the takeoff, the flaps are completely retracted. I don't see any flap on the aircraft wing at this point of time, and the undercarriage is still down. Usually the moment you take off 250 feet, 300 feet, the undercarriage comes down. And at the final moments of the crash, it seems like the aircraft has stalled without power. What usually happens is, if I can just use my phone, Pooja, if this is the aircraft and we are taking off this way, the thrust is also coming and the aircraft is being lifted. and the moment there is no thrust, the pilot usually tries to pull back, and what happens is the air doesn't go over the wing, rather the air hits the down of the fuselage, and hence the plane just falls down and it